Tell the truth.
You are listening to Information Man Podcast.
Tell the truth.
You are listening.
Paparazzi think a bitch is paranoid. Keys to the Audi, bitches fucking in a Ford. I can't text you back, baby, your ass is real annoying.
You are listening to Information Man.
I can't text you back, baby, your ass is real annoying. Pussy popping catalyst, this nigga want my kids. Y'all talk bullshit on the internet, my bullet's innocent. Itching for the bag, throw it on your Pinterest. Brought it to the party on her playlist. Fishing for the clip, pills and potions. No emotions, avoided my sins. Let the night be a record.
You are listening
My
to
shooters
Information
don't
Man
miss. Real tears for
Podcast.
snitch, sending prayers off to a bitch. Now he ready for the scene, movie screen, don't be coy. Pour my ice tea, sing scenes from the boy. Can't be ignored, not seen the stars. Is that paparazzi think a bitch is paranoid?
Okay, everybody, welcome to the Information Man Speaks podcast. I'm live. I've been uploading pre-produced videos over the last few weeks, but I think live is the best way to go in terms of getting the podcast into the algorithms a little bit better, the notifications and what have you. Thank you for those of you that are listening to the podcast right now, wherever you are afar, or maybe coming into the chat room. As you know, my podcasts are not long, they're short in format, but we're going to get to the point. As you see right there, we have Terrell Owens. Terrell Owens is on the board there. And this is a story that I wanted to get to directly when it took place. And what I want to say, Terrell Owens is a Hall of Fame football player from out of the NFL. He played for the 49ers. Philadelphia Eagles. We all remember him doing push-ups and working out in his garage area of his house when he was in a contract dispute with the Philadelphia Eagles. He didn't leave the 49ers on good terms, but he was a great receiver when he was with the 49ers, an unstoppable force. He played with Dallas for a short time. So the man has played at the most highest level that you can ever play at the level of playing football. But he is not in the NFL anymore. He has retired. He's become a Hall of Famer. We know that T.O. has been involved, not in any controversy outside of the football field in terms of getting involved in mishaps, as you're going to hear him say. I have the full video. I'm not going to show you the whole. I'm not going to show you a small clip it. I'm going to show you the whole full-length video of the situation at his residency where he got involved in a dispute between him and a Karen, as he called her. And I just want to say this right here. Terrell Owens does not have a history of getting into mishaps in the community with people. You don't hear about him fighting. You never hear about him being stopped by the police, drug possession, or any of these sort of things. You've never even heard of T.O. Getting in trouble for putting his hands on a woman, any kind of domestic violence and stuff of that nature. You have heard of other football players getting themselves into a lot of mess. What you have heard from T.O. over the years as he has wind down into his retirement years, you have pretty much seen a man who has mainly complained about his football career in terms of how he was used on the football field, in terms of his contract. Most of the stuff that you usually hear from a lot of football players when they are not happy with their contract or the way they're being treated. And so the media sort of made T.O. out to be a monster, when if you really looked at it at face value, T.O. really made most of his fuss and noise as a football player on the football field, talking about coaches and teammates. And he's thrown a few teammates under the bus. Oh yeah, he's thrown people under the bus over the years. But you really don't hear of T.O. getting into social mishaps. He is outspoken. He speaks his mind. And I've got no problem with that. But one of the things that football players or athletes like T.O. have to understand, that a lot of these athletes are often sheltered from the things that we go through in a day-to-day life, meaning particularly black people when it comes to these Karens out here that are raising all type of hell and problems for us when we're out here living our best life, doing our best thing. And you see T.O. there, and that's an example of a Karen. And you have these white Karens out here that are always giving crocodile tears. And this is the same type of manifestation that it calls someone like the great late Emmett Till, the young man at 14 years old, to lose his life and be lynched in the way he did, because historically white women have been the biggest reason why black men have been lynched and harmed by society. It has not been black women. On YouTube, you got the whole gender war situation going on. You have the whole gender war situation going on. And I just want to say that that is not the case. That is not the case. I hope you all can hear me. If you're hearing the broadcast, let me know. Can you all hear me? Put a 1 in the chat room. I think I'm having some technical problems. Put a 1 in the chat room if you're hearing the broadcast. Put it a 1 in the chat room if you can hear the broadcast. Okay, you can all hear the broadcast. I want to make sure, because I'm seeing something different on my screen, but it must be a mistake. So you all can hear the broadcast. Okay, I just want to make sure. I saw something that did not make sense to me on one of my screens, and I was concerned that the stream had been taken down. What's going on, Miss Miller? I see you in the house. I'm going to mod you up. I thank you for being here. Okay, so it's working. Then I don't know what's wrong with this screen right here that I've got. I don't know what's wrong with this thing, but I'll do the best I can. So what I want to say, let me get back on track here. I thought that my stream was being shut down for some reason. What I want to say is, quite frankly, is that, you know, a lot of our star athletes, they're sort of sheltered. They're used to people asking them for autographs. Can I get your autograph? Can you sign this jersey? You're my favorite basketball player, my favorite football player. And they're sort of used to people greeting them in a certain way, liking them in a certain way. And I think a lot of the professional football player, the professional athletes, when they end their careers, sometimes they begin to get not an understanding, but they begin to get treated the way the average everyday black man and woman will get treated in this society. Because T.O. said over and over again, he couldn't believe that this was happening to him. He couldn't believe that the Karen situation is real. T.O., it is real. It has been real for a long, very long time. It is very real. It's 110% real that this has been happening. And so he got his first taste of this. You can see him right here. T.O. is out here at night. And apparently, as you probably heard out there in social media, that he was dry. She said that he was speeding his car up. They were disputing. He said, no, I was going to my mailbox. And he was right. This could have ended really, really, really bad had there not been a witness out there. There was sound like a black woman to me was saying, hey, I was in the garage. I saw the whole thing. She's lying. And she began to say, well, you're a black man and I'm a white woman. What the hell? Where the hell did that come from, right? So here we are in the 21st century. And you have a white woman that wants to shout out, "You're a black man, I'm a white woman," because the police were there. So to once again make T.O. out to be a monster. Then she had the nerve to claim, "Why are you living in this low budget neighborhood?" And T.O. kept saying, "Well, you're living in a low budget neighborhood with me, woman." Okay? And thank you. I'm glad you all can hear me. I was concerned that I had been shut off here, but I'm still on. Let me go in. I'm going to go into the video. We're going to look at this video and really pick up on what's happening in this video. And I want to thank you for being here, ladies and gentlemen. Definitely go ahead and like the video whenever you can. Share the video. But let's go into the first clip. I'm going to go with the news clip first to let you know what T.O. is about to do to this woman legally. And then I'm going to play the full video of this mishap, and it should be one to make you say, "Wow, it's a trip." But what was interesting about T.O., I'm going to say it again, and a lot of our athletes are sheltered. Doesn't matter if they're black or not, they can still be sheltered from this because of all the attention that surrounds them when they are an athlete. T.O. really did seem shocked as he continued to say, "I can't believe this is happening to me. These Karens are a real situation." I see we got Big Bad Bull in the house. Guy Nollywood, thank you for being here. Keith Weston is in the house. Peggy Rosser's in the house. Steve Gilmore YouTube channel is here. I appreciate you all. Let's go ahead and get to the video, the first video clip for the night. And here it goes.
Hall of Famer Terrell Owens. He's speaking out first right here to GMA about a heated argument he had with a woman in his neighborhood. It's all caught on camera. TJ Holmes is here with the story on this. This video is something.
It's something because you hear her accuse Owens of harassing her and coming after her. His other offense, according to her, that you hear her say clearly, and I quote, "You're a black man approaching a white woman." Now, he says that's when it goes from being something heated, exchange, as you say, to something potentially dangerous, and he wants her held accountable.
He got out of his car and started harassing me. He put his car in park.
Right, because you're going to yell at me and telling me I'm almost hit you, and I didn't.
But you didn't have to get out of your car.
NFL Hall of Famer Terrell Owens wants people to see this video he recorded of a heated exchange between him and his Florida neighbor.
He ran the stop sign.
Well, there is no stop sign. What are you talking about?
Owens, a longtime NFL star receiver with the Niners, Eagles, and Cowboys, was accused by a neighbor of speeding, nearly hitting her, and harassment.
You put your car in park and you came at me.
First of all, I didn't come at you.
Yes, you did.
Owens keeps his camera rolling as their back and forth continues with an officer on scene. And then the woman makes this statement.
A black man approaching a white woman.
Like I said, this could have turned really bad. Like I said, I don't know where it could have gone had the police come in and they basically took her word for something, that she said that I didn't do or what have you. Like I said, we've seen it a number of other times as well.
Owens spoke exclusively to GMA overnight about the incident and that racially charged statement.
If the roles were reversed, I'd probably be in jail or something to that magnitude right now, honestly. And just the statement that she made, obviously, that came out of her mouth, the comments exactly was a black man approaching a white woman. I think that kind of says what you want to know, about the situation.
I've seen it. Do you have your ID? I've seen it, yes. I've seen it, but this is firsthand.
Owens is now pushing for the woman to face consequences, retweeting this petition calling for her to face jail time for making a false police report. Owens believes accountability is important here in the wake of other recent high-profile incidents of police being called on black Americans under dubious pretexts for doing mundane things, from walking, napping, sitting at a Starbucks, even bird watching.
Information Please send the cops immediately.
In that infamous case of the Central Park birdwatcher, that woman was charged for filing a false police report. Owens says he's grateful for how police handled his situation.
Honestly, I want to commend the Broward, police, those policemen that came up, because this could have been, this could have gone totally left had they not come in and handled the situation the right way.
We did reach out to the woman in this incident, and we did not hear back from her. Of course, we don't know what happened before the video started rolling, but a lot of people look at this. Two neighbors get into it. Somebody says something stupid. Everybody move on. Others will look at this and are immediately reminded of a deep and difficult history in this country, documented history, of African Americans suffering bodily injury or death because of false accusations made by members of the white community. And we think that's so far in our past. What just happened a few months ago? Biden signed the Emmett Till anti-lynching law. This year, in 2022, after that young man whose death changed the course of this country. This video is not going to change that, but maybe the course of some of the conversations we might still need to be having.
As he said, it could have went left.
It could have, and he handled himself, and a lot of us are trained to know how to always handle ourselves.
You are listening to Information Man. Please make sure to subscribe to his channel.
Ready for
Tell
the scene,
the
boy,
truth.
scream, don't be coy. Pour my iced tea, CC's from the boy. Can't be ignored, not seen in stores. Is that paparazzi? Think a bitch is paranoid. Keys to the Audi, bitches fucking in a Ford. I can't text you back, baby, your ass is real annoying.
That's right, folks. So you hear Terrell Owens saying that he's seen it, but to experience it is a whole different thing. He's actually right. This whole situation could have ended really bad for T.O. We could be hearing about T.O. Being arrested, being accused of doing battery on this woman, accused of something, especially if it was not for a witness, which I'm going to play the full video as we get to the conclusion of this podcast for you all to hear. The bottom line is T.O. could have been in a really bad situation. And you know that the media, who never really cared for him, especially the sports media, they would have ran with it. Thank God he took out his cell phone. He recorded what was going on. I want to say peace to Nappy Roots girl that's in the house. Uniquely Lavish is in the house. A lady 747 is in the house. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This could have ended really bad had the police went with her story. And if another thing that T.O. did that was very smart, and this is something that we have to understand as black people too, when these race soldiers or when these cops get out there, they are looking for us to become emotional. If T.O., she was the one that was more emotional, and she was trying to use her emotions to make him look like the monster. That's why she said, well, you're a black man walking up to a white woman. That's that white privilege. That's that Karen bullshit. Let's define what a Karen is, ladies and gentlemen, shall we? A Karen. Karen is a slang. Karen is a projective term for a white woman perceived as entitled, demanding beyond the scope of what is normal. The term is often portrayed in means and depicting white women who use their white privilege to demand their own way. That's facts.
Tell the truth.
Tell the truth.
And so she used the crying to portray herself as the white woman who should be entitled because he's a black man and he should know better than to be talking to a black woman, a white woman, excuse me, in any type of manner. Now, this is the scary thing about it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the scary thing about it. You see, if T.O. was living back in the 1950s, as many of us know, and this same situation happened where you had a young black male who was running on an elevator in Tulsa, Oklahoma in 1921. A white woman said he brushed against me. They went buck wild crazy and destroyed Tulsa, massacred the black community that was a black Wall Street of economic prosperity for black people. Destroyed the community because of a white woman's lie. We have Emmett Till, who's no longer with us because of a white Karen's lie, and that Karen is alive. She's looking sickly, but she's alive. And Mississippi, by the way, and I should do a podcast on this. Mississippi is refusing to uphold the warrant for her arrest. So her white privilege has kicked in. Her Karen privilege has kicked in, no doubt.
Tell the truth.
If T.O. was living in the 1920s, the 1930s, 1940s, 1950s, maybe even the 1960s, definitely not. Yeah, T.O. could find himself a hung man. He's living in Florida. Florida ain't nothing but a damn southern state with palm trees.
Tell the truth.
Tell the truth.
He would have been hung, and they would have took her word, and you would have had a posse of white men that would have rallied together to lynch T.O. This is a fact. T.O. is lucky that it was not that year. And he's also lucky that you didn't have police that took her word that night and arrested him, put him in handcuffs. One of the things that T.O. had going for him that night is that he stayed calm. He yelled back and forth with her, but he still had some composure that kept him from it becoming a bad thing. But what athletes better recognize as I get ready to put the next video up, the full video of his experience, is that these black athletes better believe one damn thing. That no matter how much you won championships, how many footballs you catch, how many runs you run, whatever your damn stats are, how many basketballs you shot, in American society, you're still going to be seen as an N-word. You're still going to be seen as a black man with all stereotypes afforded to you. Of course, you have people that's going to like you because you're an athlete. But when you ain't an ex-athlete, you ain't an ex-Mandingo warrior, okay? When you're not running up and down the plantation football field and having the overseers and the masters and the people who own the team cheering for you, and now you're in these communities, you're going to experience some of the things that your average black man and woman experiences that ain't no damn athlete with money. Matter of fact, she tried to call him a low budget guy. I want y'all to hear and see the full video right now.
Information is power.
Oh man, I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. Yes, we are live. We are live, and we got the police and everything. We got the police and everything.
That's his video. The audio will come back on in a moment.
What's up, sir?
What's going on, folks?
I'm driving to my mailbox. She telling me I'm speeding, telling me to slow down.
Slow down, and he rolled down his window and he started harassing.
First of all, I didn't harass you. She telling me to slow down. I said, what do you mean slow down? I said, yo, I'm just going to the mailbox. Then she goes, get the fuck out of the middle of the road.
You almost hit me.
First of all, I almost hit you. Now you're just making up stuff.
No, I literally
just like a Karen.
You almost hit me.
How did I almost hit you? And I'm going to the mailbox. Yeah, I called you a Karen when I came over here after you said I called the police. Absolutely. Then you went on to say, oh, I'm the subject of the HOA meeting, this and that and the other. I got liens and shit on my house, this and that and the other. Then you start bringing up my status, who I was, my HBO, my VH1. You the one brought it up, lady. I did it. You did it. You did.
Hey, folks.
First of all, I didn't almost hit her. Sir, no, I'm fine, sir. First of all, I didn't almost hit her.
I understand that. Just relax.
I'm not finna sit up here.
He ran the stop sign.
Well, there is no stop sign. What are you talking about?
I understand that.
I wasn't, but I asked him to slow down, and he got out of his car and started harassing me. He put his car in park.
Right, because you're gonna yell at me and telling me I'm almost hit you, and I didn't.
But you didn't have to get out of your fucking car.
You didn't have to talk to me that way either, Karen.
A black man approaching a white woman.
First of all, you had your boy right here, your husband right here. So first of all, I don't do that type of stuff.
Relax.
You did. You put your car in park and you came at me.
First of all, I didn't come at you.
Yes, you did.
You can stop all of that, Karen.
Okay, listen.
Get out of here with all of that.
If you guys want me here, I can solve it.
He literally came after me.
Here she crying.
As you can see, she made it very clear that she's a white woman versus he being a black man. And as I read the breakdown definition of what a Karen is, they feel that they have privilege. They demand things that go their way. And then what she also attempts to do here is to use the crocodile tears, hoping that the statement that she made before about him being a black man and her being a white woman, that the police would see her side, because white people have grown up knowing that the law always is on their side and they have the benefit of the doubt, especially if you're a white woman in this society. And another thing everybody needs to realize too is that most of the people on the front lines of racism in this country, legitimately throughout the years, white women have been on the front lines of racism and projecting this on us. Who are the majority of teachers in the school? When black boys go to school and they are labeled learning disabled, they're labeled troublemakers, they're labeled hyperactive, who are the people evaluating them? It's white women who project this belief and thought about black men. It doesn't start when we become men. It starts all the way at the time that we are children growing up. That's the truth. That is the $100 truth.
Tell the truth.
Continue.
Here she crying. There's Karen. Look at this. This is unbelievable. Swear to God, I've never been a part of nothing like this. I've seen it. I've seen it. I've seen it. Yes, I've seen it, but this is firsthand.
And now he's alive.
Oh boy, and she's crying. Oh my God, this is real. This is real. This is real. Here you go. Here you go, sir. This is real. This is real. This is real. This is real. I've never seen. I've seen it, but I've never been a part of this. This is real life. And now she's crying. Her husband tried to tell her to go in the house, but no, she wanted to do the whole Karen thing. So I'm gonna be here with my camera to show everything.
Put us on our bike.
First of all, you need to stop that.
You were speeding through the neighborhood.
He was not. I was in the garage. You're lying now because
Whoa. I want to stop it right there. I'll bring it right back. This is what I meant when I said earlier in the podcast that T.O. is very lucky that he had someone. I don't know if that was someone that was in his house, in his garage, maybe a family member or just another neighbor. But you can hear that's a black woman's voice. Don't tell me that black women don't stand up for black men. Don't get out of the gender battle, because the real people, the real women that have been a detriment towards the black male has been white women Karens who have this entitlement. Why can I say that with full confidence? Because we got all the records of black men being hung and killed in this society over a white woman lying. Do we have our problems in the black community? Yes, we do. But here you can clearly tell this is a black woman that says, you need to stop lying. I was in the garage. He didn't do no such thing. That's what I'm saying. He had someone there that could witness the effery of this woman. Let's pull this right back. I want y'all to concentrate on the voice of the woman that was speaking. It was clearly a sister speaking. Go right back to it.
I've seen it, but I've never been a part of this. This is real life. And now she's crying. Her husband tried to tell her to go in the house, but no, she wanted to do the whole Karen thing. So I'm going to be here with my camera to show everything.
Put us on our bike.
First of all, you need to stop that.
You were speeding through the neighborhood.
he was not. I was in the garage.
Right there.
You're lying now because I was sitting in the garage.
She said I was First of all, I know what you're saying. No, I get you. No, this is real. This is real life in 2022. This is real life Karen stuff.
And she crying.
I've never seen. I've seen it on TV. I've seen it on video, but I've never really been a part of something like this. This is unbelievable. Then she brought up that I'm the subject of HOA. Said everybody's been talking about me, my house. I don't keep up with my house. I got liens. I don't pay my fines. Everything. How do I know? Because she told me. Karen.
What's her name?
Kate. Close enough, Kate. So when I drove by, she said she called the police. I was like, cool. I'm going to sit right here till they come.
Wow.
I'm going to sit right here till they come.
And she over there crying because...
Yo, she just started crying just now.
Oh, when they rolled up.
Yeah. But you know...
Oh, she started crying.
What? This is crazy to me. Yo, this is real life, people. Dude, this is unbelievable. I've never been a part of nothing like this in my life. Never.
I want to stop that right there. It's obvious to me that T.O. is very shocked by what is taking place. But this is the problem with our black athletes today. because they're used to people clapping for them, asking them for those autographs, as I said before, when they get an incident like this, they are shocked because they're used to it being the opposite effect of people praising them for their athletic prowess. In this case, T.O. is dealing with real shit here. He's saying, I can't believe this is happening to me. I've heard about it. I've seen it maybe on video, but it's happening to me. Yes, brother, because you're black and you live in American society and you're subject to the same mistreatment as us. And you're even more subject to the mistreatment now that you're not in the lavish lifestyle of an NFL player. You've been brought right back down to earth where your ass should have always recognized this. And now what's just happened to you is you've gotten a small little wake-up call that you're not the T.O. of the 49ers. You're not the T.O. of the Philadelphia Eagles. You're not the T.O. of the Dallas Cowboys. You're just brother T.O. living your life. And this white woman wants the privilege, also says that he's living in a low-budget neighborhood, and he says, well, she's living in this low-budget neighborhood with me. Let's get back to it.
Fine.
And I mean, she crying.
Bro, she just brought them tears out. She just brought those tears out. Before she got here, it was fuck you, this, fuck you, that, everything.
You see?
Oh yeah, before I got here, it was all of that. The police showed up, the tears started flowing.
I thought they were supposed to start finding them for profiling.
Oh,
calling
man, it's
the
all
police
good.
on black people just because they
You are
black.
listening
First of all,
to Information
she said,
Man.
I said I wasn't speeding, and then they're gonna tell me.
But she don't have no speed on.
No, I got it. But she said, we didn't say you were speeding. We told you you need to slow down. So what does that mean? If you telling me I need to slow down, that means I was speeding. Right? Yeah. So then she said I went after her, and I was like, nah, I came over here because you said you was calling 911. You was calling the police. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm going to sit right here and wait till the police come. I'm going to talk to George Lopez since I'm the subject, whoever the HO is. Since I'm the subject of the meetings, I'm going to ask them, what do I have to do since I can stop? I'm barely even here. And then told me, you're living in a low-budget neighborhood. Oh, yeah, I live in a low-budget neighborhood, but she living in here with me.
Right.
I'm living in a low-budget neighborhood. But, oh, this all good. I ain't tripping. She don't know nothing. I got 2 houses. I'm not even worried about that. But that's how she was coming at me. So when I called her Karen, husband want to tell me, oh, stop calling her Karen. Man, I'm not. They thought I was just going to bow down and listen to all that mess. Okay. This is where we are. This is where we are, America. This is where we are.
No, T.O., you're wrong. No. T.O., what you fail to understand, T.O., listen to some wisdom here, brother. This is not where America is. This is where America, this is not where we are. This is where America has always been, my brother.
Tell the truth.
It's not where we are. It's where America has always been. All the way back to the very beginning up to now. It has not changed. There is no where we are. As if where we are is where we are now because we never were here before. No, brother. This is what it is. Damn it. Now, back to the clip.
Then you heard she said, I came after her. I came after her. Her husband right there, but I came after her.
So he wasn't gonna this.
This is unbelievable. I ain't never seen no real life Karen in life, but this, I see one. She said I came after her. Come, oh, you just.
Karens have always been around us all our lives, T.O. This is what I'm saying about the athlete. When you have black young men, when they can play sports, they're sort of cuddled a little bit by white society that loves the fact that they have athletic prowess. So they go to college. They play football in college. People are cheering for them of all races. They go into the pros. People are cheering for them of all races. Can I get an autograph? I'm going to keep saying this over and over again. This is the false sense of safety that some of our athletes have. until a situation like this brings their asses right down to earth. And see, this is the thing that has always bothered me, is that this happens to black people day in and day out, and you often hear very little of these athletes speak out about it. You've never heard T.O. speak out about this before. He'll speak out about his issues in the NFL, but a lot of these athletes don't often speak out about what's happening to us out here on these streets. And then when something happens to them on these streets, now all of a sudden on these streets, they got something to say. They got some kind of concern. Things of that nature. Let's get back to it.
Said it. You came after me.
Things I told her, you talking to me, not to her anymore, all right?
All right.
Just relax.
I'm good. I'll do
Like
that.
I told her, if you yell at somebody, people bound to respond. It's a reaction.
But my reaction was, she yelled at me and told me, slow down. You're speeding. Sir, my mailbox is right there.
Yeah.
I stopped right there in front of their house. That's where the mailbox was.
Yeah.
So why am I speeding past the mailbox? If that's where I'm going. Why am I speeding?
Right.
It's 10 o'clock at night. Why am I speeding to my mailbox?
Right.
That makes no sense.
And ain't nothing never bills. Ain't nothing never bills.
And then she want to try to insult me and say I live in a low-budget neighborhood because
there
of
it
who
is.
I am, but you living here with me.
It's just your identification.
Yes, man. Man, it's wild, man. I told she, when she said she called 911, I just pulled her. I said, okay, cool. I'm going to sit right here and wait on it then.
That's the best thing to do. You pulled out your phone, you record the same thing as I told her. If you think something is happening, you report it.
Right.
Give us a call.
She can show all the footage she want to.
Yeah.
Fuck you, this and that. I'm like, okay, cool.
Right.
So this is what we...
All this whole corner right here, all the way down past my house is BSO. So why would we be acting a fool in the neighborhood?
Man, this is, hey, this is wild.
BSO.
My mailbox... Yeah, my mailbox. It can't be about 3 football fields or so from my door.
Anybody touch anybody?
Nah, but you heard what she said. She said I came after her. You heard that yourself. But then I just said. Then she said she didn't say it. She said I came after her. Really? And then he wondered why I call her Karen. Quit calling. That's what Karens do. Come on, man. I'm like, I don't do this, bro. I've never gotten in any trouble when I was playing. I don't get involved in any stuff like this. So for her to come at me like that, that's why I did that. That's why I came over and I'm like, okay, cool. You want to come at me sideways? I'm going to come at you back sideways.
Understand. That's it. It's just words.
No, sir, I'm not going to get anywhere out of trying to, again, touch her. Her husband was right there, whatever. For what? But she's not finna talk to me crazy and then tell me I'm doing something that I wasn't doing and then get over here and get a reaction. She wasn't doing no crime before you got here. As soon as she started, I guess, giving her side of the story, the tears came down. Come on, man. This is unreal. I've been here 2 days. 2 days.
Well, with that said, is there anything else you need from us?
Man, no, man. I just wanted to make sure because I knew at some point y'all were going to come to my door. So I just stayed right here till y'all got here.
Appreciate it.
So I don't know why she thought I was finna run somewhere, but she wasn't finna sit up here and talk to me crazy, this and that, yeah, fuck you, this and that, yeah. I'm like, all right, cool. That's fine. That's what I have been.
If you folks do, you go ahead and go after them. All right, go ahead. You can get into your vehicle, sir.
Oh, yeah, okay. Wow, I can't believe this. This is unreal. Unreal. Huh? Yeah. All right. Yeah. All right, well, people, this has been my night. But I just want to let y'all know, man. Hey, this Karen stuff is really real. It's really real.
Don't be coy. Pull my iced tea, CC's paparazzi
Information
think a
Man.
bitch
Please
is
make sure to subscribe to
paranoid.
this
Keys to the hottie, bitches fucking in a Ford. I can't text you back, baby, your ass is real annoying.
All right, everybody. I'm sorry about some of the problems with the stream. I'm having some difficulties with my other streaming system. I'm not streaming in the StreamYards, so I've got to figure out. I got to go back into the laboratory and figure out what's causing the problems. I think something might be calibrated incorrect. That's why I thought that the stream was completely over, and then you go back into the page and I'm still live. So I don't know how this is going to turn out in the finished product. When I end the stream, I'm going to have to take a look at the video and see if the video has been impacted in any kind of way. If it has, I may have to repackage it as just a regular upload. If the stream did not come out properly, I'll just have to do that. I'll see what I can do. If not, hopefully it's still amendable. I appreciate everybody that's here. I know we got Brother Yalpo in the house. Keith Weston's here. A Lady 747 is here. Empress Queen Goddess is in the house. Uniquely is in the house. I appreciate you, Peggy Roster, and everybody that's here. Thank you for rocking with me throughout the some of the technical problems that I wasn't expecting. I gotta fix those problems, but I will be doing these podcasts live now, more often live than not. So this will be the flavor of them. I will try to go live at a time that most of you are available on these YouTube streets as best I can. Make sure you check out some what I've been doing. If you've been noticing too, on the first channel, the Information Man Show, I have now started dropping shorts. And so I have a section on the channel called My Short Videos, and I've been dropping them since yesterday. And expect me to drop those shorts like that every day, just to give you a clip of some crazy things that have been going on in the social media streets. So when you go to my channel, always check out the shorts, because you're going to get some new shorts every day dropped over on that page. And on my page, if you go into the home page, I have everything organized. It doesn't matter whether you go on the home page or the video page, but the home page is better because all the videos are organized from the most recent to the oldest videos. So you can check that out, the YouTube shorts that I'm putting down, and see how you like those. Jesse Lee Peterson, I put a couple on there. One of them went viral. The man is crazy. He's crazy as all get out. I got to be honest. But with that said, I thank you. I thank you all for being here tonight, wherever you are in the world. This is the Information Man Speaks podcast, everybody.
Listening to Information Man Podcast.
And with that said, it's time to get on out of here. Peace. You can hear the show on these particular areas on the radio style podcasts. I'll be doing those quite frequently too as well. You got Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, TuneIn, Google Podcasts, Spreaker. I'll be live on those programs on there on the Spreaker as well. Please check that out.
Let's take a freeze frame. Been on that, always in motion like a Wii game. Comes up now, won't slow down, but see me these days. I rewind, I replay. I switch to coasting like a sea change. We say, hey, every morning have to take a breath. Looking at the life and manifest. I ain't even had my breakfast yet, and I ain't even have to cash checks. Still living off 2017 money. Success means things been funny. Everybody wanna be real buddy. Now I'm good, I cut real buddies, buddy. Tell me what you're calling for, tell me what you need. Sorry, I'm not here, so leave a message at the beep. Tell me all your promises, I'll be in my dreams. Singing out the window while we drop by to see. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling way better than I should. I'm feeling better than I ever thought I could. Last night when I drifted away. Yeah, watch me blow smoke. Been time for me to let go. Sick of blending in everything I get go. Let's go, me and you know, not scared of the tempo. Let's hit the road where the rest won't. Got the speakers up and your feet are up. Falling deep enough, maybe we could duck off for a couple of months and a couple of minutes. The city limits ain't keeping us. I ain't lie, one spark, one she be next. Trying to ease the stress, no GPS. Nobody ever knows when they'll see me next. Living off the grid, fuck the CBS. They say that no news is good news, so mom, don't worry. Come reach me on the gram, I ditch my phone, I'm not replying. Feeling good. I'm feeling way better than I should. I'm feeling better than I ever thought I could.
Thank you for the super chat.
Brother Keith Weston, thank you for the super chat, brother. I really appreciate that, and everybody in that chat room. Really appreciate that.
Chilling in my undies, we laying down by the lakeside. Always down to nothing for I ever seem to take.
The Information Man podcast can be heard on 9 major platforms. On the second YouTube channel as well. Information Man speaks
Gotta make it real again. When you watch me, all you hear, I'll smile right back like yes I am.
Apple
Yes I am faded, this evening my eyes are vacant. Cause even when I try escaping, caffeine is keeping my mind racing. We are controlling this, and we'll never fold to this pressure. I tell her perspective is everything, get it together, cause we got a hold of this. Solid gold, no more sloppy Joe. You're not alone on this rocky road. When you wanna fold, go slow when you like a holiday in my head. Don't wanna come back and I stay instead.